Oh, is it? Maybe we need to talk about why that's just a mommy problem. Because I don't understand why I'm not a part of it. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about our everyday life and finances. My name is Yamiche Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? We're back in our regular office. You want to say good morning?
Good morning.
Rosie, lean back over here. Does this look like a little girl who doesn't feel well?
I didn't feel well yesterday.
Does she look, and she says she doesn't feel too good today. Does she look like she doesn't feel well? Does this cheeky look like it doesn't feel well? I think she feels just fine.
No.
I hope you, yes you do. I hope you got, good morning, Charlene. I hope you guys had a great day on yesterday and that you're ready to, good morning, Miss Kimberly. Get this day started. Miss Kimberly, I need you to get them cheese puffs and wine all the way together. And let me tell y'all, while I wait till Lynn come on, let me tell y'all something funny. No, she hasn't added. She hasn't clicked the button to add. There it is. So, you know how, good morning, Margaret. Thank you. Are you on the side for? No, why? Because you see your little friend coming?
Yeah.
So you just going to leave me like that?
Bye,
Let me
mama.
tell,
Cut the cord. Cut the cord.
let me tell the story. Come on over here. So I said, Rosie, I was like, oh my God, it's 7:15. Come on over here so they can see you. And I said, she was like, yeah, you late. I was like, Rosie, why don't you start the show? She said something. I said, you ain't about.
I said, I told you not to turn off that timer.
I said, Rosie, you ain't about 2 cents. She said,
Oh,
you right.
wow.
I'm a whole dollar.
Well, I guess she told you.
Yes. Good morning, Miss Margaret. You make it move today, all right? Well, I'll be listening at 10 o'clock. I'll make myself a note. So I'll be listening in to you at 10. Be peaceful, baby. Love you. Have a good day. And can we just say I bought Rosie a cute shirt.
Okay.
And all of her shirts, Lynn, she cuts them off so that they are chopped off mid-drip. They're
Girl, that's
cropped
how
top.
they do it. That's how all of the girls do it. You lucky she not cutting it off and then tying it in a little knot. And then you can see some belly and stuff.
So yeah, you
They
cut it like you
Okay,
cut it long
yeah.
enough and you
No,
don't
no,
need to tie
bye.
it.
Be peaceful. Bye. Just bye.
because
No, honey,
that's what they're doing. That is what
mm-mm.
they are
She
doing.
got a camera stall up under there, and so she good to go. She got her
Yeah.
boots on. I told her feet gonna be hurting today. She's like, that's the price I gotta pay to look beautiful every day,
Oh,
Mama. I said,
wow. Okay.
oh my bad. I know we used to do that. All right, go ahead. Let's get started then.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a little bit of a funk this morning, so y'all gotta help me come out.
I'm in one
Yeah.
with you. What's going on?
Well, I called you yesterday.
Yes.
Um, one of my son's teachers passed away. My son is in the third grade,
Mm-hmm.
and initially I didn't think it affected him
Mm-hmm.
as much as I thought it did. But then as I watched him throughout the course of the day, I
Mm-hmm.
knew that it did. And I'm just sitting there
Oh,
thinking,
Malachi.
thinking about, you know, in his little short life,
Mm-hmm.
he's lost my sister and my brother. So
Mm-hmm.
he's lost an aunt and an uncle.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost a teacher. And he's like,
Mm.
Mommy, are you going to be okay? I said,
Oh,
I said, yes, buddy, I'm going to be okay because we believe in God. I said, you have
right,
to just continue to believe in God and pray to God and thank Him. And I said, we have to do right all the time, but we have to do better too about taking care of our bodies
right.
because our bodies are the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, buddy, we got to stop eating those hot Takis. And he, and he fell out into the floor. He was like, no.
Look, he all for Jesus till you got to the
Right.
hot knock.
Right. Good morning. He was all in until I told him we got to stop. Because those things are addicting. And they're just,
My kids love them. I've never had them before.
yeah. Well, I did it to lighten the mood because I knew it was something that would change what he was thinking about. But guys, we have to, just continue to be mindful every day of what's really most important for us. And that gets us to the quote for today. Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture your heart.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
I like that one.
Yes. Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture the heart. It's an ancient Indian proverb. So just a reminder today to be mindful of the things that you are you chasing something? And the things that you're doing, is it something that really captures your heart? And what is it going to say about you at the end of the day, right? So essentially, what is the legacy you're leaving? Yes, and like someone else said, good morning, what are you teaching your children about life? What are you teaching your children about relationships? What are we teaching our children, shall I say? Let me go ahead and add me into that. Jojo, you too. What are we, right, doing as a society to make sure that we're teaching them to chase those things that capture their heart, not just what captures your eye? Pursue those things, shall I say, not chase, but pursue.
Yep.
All right.
That is very true. That is very true. And we got to be careful of, we talk a lot about your daily habits and what your children are inheriting from you. What is the life legacy you are passing down to your children by living your life every day? What fears are you projecting? What dreams are you projecting? What lifestyle are you projecting? That is very true.
It is. Absolutely. Absolutely. On another note, talking about pursuing certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture your heart. Y'all, I saw this morning there's another book out about Donald Trump. So let's change the mood a little bit. I don't know if that's any better. But anywho, there's another book that's been released about Donald Trump. And I had this novel idea. I said, you know what? Maybe we need to do an anthology entitled We the People, a guide for Donald Trump. And give everybody who wants to enter a page or two out of their book, out of their life that they want to share in this anthology. It's called I think
that's a good idea. And we got to write it on the 5th grade level.
We the People. Girl, 3rd grade. What you talking about? We the People, a guide for Donald Trump. So y'all I think
we just created an idea. We'll be working on that today.
Girl, well, I'm telling you, it's a whole series, just like the chicken soup for the soul and the chicken soup for the teenager. We'll have a teenage version. We'll have a middle class version. You can do all kinds of things with that. And if everybody get on it real quickly,
yes,
start writing and submitting your 500 words, what you want to say. No curse words, though. No profanity. No profanity, because you can get your point across without profanity. That speaks to your intelligence. Let's just say that part.
Yes.
But we the people.
Words of wisdom that we would like to share with the leader of the free world.
Right. We'll think about that thing, right?
We're going to do that thing. Look at the donkeys.
Huh? Oh, they must be on your end. Because I'm like, don't have me out here running for no reason.
That's right. He is a trumpet for, Margaret said he's a trumpet for us to get moving. You got that right.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but well, He's a trumpet for a lot of stuff. And that's not in a good way. Let me just say that. Not in a good way. All right, y'all, let's go ahead to our financial confession and conversation this morning. It's an oldie but a goodie that I wanted to bring back to the forefront. And it's just the 5 things keeping you from getting better results in your finances. What are the 5 things that are keeping you from getting better results? But you can translate this to your life, to your relationships, to your health, to your wealth, all areas. But because I am America's #1 financial rebound coach, yeah, I said it, America's #1, and you will too. Stay on here long enough with us. The 5 things that are keeping you. Oh, here she comes. It's a Dalmatian, but I don't like to put other people on the spot like that. If I don't, you're trying to get the bird. Okay. Good morning. Oh no, it's not. He looks
You
like
gonna
one
pet
from
a
the
dog
Disney.
before you leave that park one day.
Girl, what have I told you about that? I shall not. The devil is a lie. Okay? Because other people's animals do not know me. All right? And
Pet
you
the
know my
dog, Anna
story.
Mae. Pet the dog.
You know my story. You know what happened to me
Yes,
when I was a kid with the
yes, I
dog
know.
situation. It's good for me to be able to walk past him without doing a full-on sprint. You hear me? All right. What are the 5 things keeping you from getting better results in your finances? This is number 1. Yep, keep using your energy to do something productive. Number 1 is your inability to keep up because you're overwhelmed and you're stressed with all of the different things that are happening. If you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, it's time for us to take a break. Just like I had to do this morning. Last night, I think I was a little bit overwhelmed with all the situations and things that are happening. And I didn't sleep very well. So I had to take some time out to just sit down. And some people may call this being a quack, but I had to sit down and actually meditate and do some breathing.
I do it every morning.
Yeah, but I had to do this in the middle of the night too, right? I had to get up and just sit up and do some actual breathing exercises to help me to get myself under control. Now, I'm not one to have anxiety attacks or anything of that nature, but I do understand when the stresses of life come upon you, and they will come upon you, just keep on living, right? When
Right.
things come upon you, whether it's your bills, your children, your job, it doesn't matter. When those things come upon you, you can become stressed and you can become overwhelmed. But y'all, I got a word for you. See, it always goes back to the word, whether we choose to do that or not, okay?
That's right.
Whether we choose to believe that or not. And it's Romans 12:12. Do not conform, okay? But be
That's
ye
what it said.
transformed by what? The renewing of your mind. So me
Mm-hmm.
being able to meditate, I could meditate on the word and I could do my breathing exercises. It allowed me to start thinking differently. See, your mindset is very important when it comes to these stressful situations, when it comes to being overwhelmed in your life and in your finances. The number 2 reason, guys, that things keep you from getting better results. These are 5 things keeping you from getting better results. And number 2 reason is the lack of understanding on the journey. Because oftentimes things are going to come at us and we don't understand. We don't understand why all of these things are happening to us. You said, well, Lord, I did what you told me to do. I do everything that you tell me to do, but things just keep on coming. And we talked about this before. It's just like the Kung Fu movie with Jackie Chan. They come up, they start fighting you, and you think you got one thing knocked down, and then here comes the other one. They kicking you up above the head and in the kneecaps and anywhere else that they can, right? And everything just keeps happening. But guys, got another word for you. And that's Proverbs 3. Look at verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with what? All thine heart. And lean not to your own understanding. You said, Lord, she in here getting religious with us. No, y'all. I'm not getting religious with you. I'm giving you the facts. I'm giving you the go-to. He said, put the word on your situation, whatever the situation is that you're going through in that moment. Guys, there's
Mm-hmm.
a word for your situation. There's a word for your finances. Do you not know that there is so much in the Bible about finances that it is unbelievable, that they are
Yes,
practical
ma'am.
things that we can do? But what we've done, and this is the truth of the matter for many of us, what we've done is gone off of what our preachers taught us in church.
You
And
know
truth
how
be
I feel
told,
about that.
we didn't read it for ourselves. We gone on what our preachers have told us in church. And guess where he got it from? From his preacher, right? Who taught him when he was coming up. That's why we have all of these colloquialisms. We have all these sayings up in the church that everybody can repeat, right? Because we keep passing these things on. But guys, you have to study for yourself. And
And
this
if
is
I can
not
preach your sermon for you,
now
what I need you
exactly.
for.
Now, this is not the way that I meant for this conversation to go this morning, but for some reason, it's going in this way, and I just got to get it out. Yeah, I am America's #1 financial rebound coach, but I do know that I need to listen, right? I need to listen and be obedient to what he
Mm-hmm.
says. And this may not be for you. This apparently is for me because it's coming to me, but I don't know who else it's for. But I thought I'd just put it out here and share it with y'all this morning too. The number 3 thing, y'all, the third thing, the third reason that's keeping you from getting better results is that we're flying blind without a clear strategy. You out
Mm-hmm.
here doing things all willy-nilly, just because, right? Just because, good morning. Just because it was something that you've always done, it's something that's been passed down from generation to generation, and you never ask anybody why were you doing this. And this is one of the things, y'all. You know, when we were kids, we would get a banana. We open up the banana. We always took the end of the banana off. And then my husband, he asked one day, he says, "Why are you throwing away good banana?" And I was like, I don't know. That's what we've always done when we were growing up. And y'all, and I had the inclination to ask my mom. I said, "Mom, why we throw those bananas away?" She said, "Because they say spiders get in the ends of the bananas, so we break it off and throw that away." And I was like, "Wait a minute. They do so much fertilizing and pest control these days that I've never seen a spider at the end of the tip of the banana, right? At the end of the tip of the banana." And it's just like the story, what was the lady's name from the cooking channel? She said she would always cut the ends of the ham off of her ham before she would cook it. And her husband asked her, "Why are you doing that?" He said, "I don't know." And she said she asked her mama, a very similar situation. She asked her mama said her pan was too small. So we do stuff, y'all, and we don't ask. We don't ask why we're doing these things in many cases. So guys, we have to stop flying blind without a clear strategy. Be intentional is what I'm trying to get across today. Be intentional in your finances. Check your finances out on a regular basis. Don't just go about doing things the way you've always done.
That's right.
Oh, that's a huge spider web. Okay. Gotta watch where I'm
Speaking of
going,
spider.
y'all. Right? That's the spider that was in my banana. He tripping. All right. So the number 4 thing, y'all, let me go ahead and give you the 4th thing that's keeping you from getting better results. Is your lack of patience to complete the process.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
don't
true.
have patience to get anything done because we are this microwave generation. You might as well own it. You know you are, right?
Got everything now.
Now everything. Everything. And he's right. We got everything at our fingertips. And we think things are supposed to happen all All of a sudden, Carl, please pull over. I do not want to be responsible for anybody's accidents in any state, let
No,
alone
that's
here
right.
in Atlanta, because they already cannot drive here. But yeah, guys, there's a lack of patience to complete the process. How do you think you're going to generate results if you don't go through the process? We are these, we think we have to have our miracle come forth right away, right? We think things have to happen overnight when it didn't take us overnight to get in these situations, to get in these circumstances. And we've allowed ourselves to fall into this trap of I want it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
When in actuality, it takes time. And just like I shared the other day, you cannot speed up the process. Just because you want a baby, you can't get 9 women pregnant and think it's going to happen quicker. That's not going to happen. So you have to continue to walk through the process. So when we talk about your finances, y'all, you must go through the process of actually tracking what's going in and what's going out and what are you actually doing, and being mindful of that as you go through the process. Because I know for some of us it's hard. We don't want to face it. We don't want to face it. We don't want to know the real truth. We would rather continue to pay the bank those overdraft fees because we want to do what we want to do. We would rather continue in the same rut that we're in because we don't want to take responsibility in many cases for our situations and circumstances. But guys, as soon as you get a clear strategy and you work the process, that means you stay the course. That means you keep going. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You keep going until you see the results. And the thing about it is some of us, we'll do it for a time, but then when we don't see anything change, what's the first thing we see? First thing we say, that's not working. She was not right. I might as well go back to doing what I was doing. I might as well go back to robbing Peter to pay Paul, because that's what you're doing, right?
That's
I might
correct.
as well go back to doing things the way that I've always done, because that's my comfort zone, right? That's my comfort zone. That's my place of safety. That's the place where I don't have to, that's the place where everything is fine. And where everything is fine, I don't have to do anything about the situation.
That's right.
I got silent for a moment, y'all, because this here kicking my butt. Okay, hold on.
Ready to go, man. Ready to go.
I know you got to help me. I think I can. I think I can. Let me show y'all this here. Wait a minute. Oh, I got to turn the camera around. So it doesn't look that steep, right? But it is. I'm sorry. It is when you walk in it.
And
right?
talking.
Right?
And holding the phone.
Now, when somebody else is doing it, it looks a lot easier, right? Than when you get out there and do it yourself. Which brings us to the last point, y'all. The number 5 thing that's keeping you from getting better results is that you won't just do it. You won't just do it. And yeah, I'm borrowing from Nike. And I have to be transparent with y'all. I was out of the loop on all of this Nike stuff. And JoJo is laughing because she know. I called her yesterday because, guys, I don't watch TV like that, and I must have been under a rock this past weekend or what have you. But I was like, why in the world is everyone?
And it was urgent. She was like, JoJo. I was like,
right? Why is everyone up in arms and talking about Nike and getting rid of your Nike gear? And she said, well, Lynn, people are getting upset and cutting the Nike symbols off of their shirts. And I said, wait a minute. They already paid for the stuff. What are they doing cutting the Nike symbols off for? Nike is losing no money.
At
You
all.
taking stuff that you already paid for and talking about cutting off symbols and not wearing the shoes anymore. But you know what? Nike is brilliant. Nike
Yes.
knows on which side of the bread, right? Which side of
They
their
get
bread is
made money.
butter. They still getting paid. But y'all know what? We watching Nike stock though. We are
You
watching.
know, we put a little watch on our stockpile out. Let me watch it.
We are watching Nike stock to see what's going down. It did go down just a little bit. See, guys, these are the types of events that you need to be paying attention to that potentially put these businesses on sale. These are things that we know, like, and love. Everybody knows, like, well, I wouldn't say everybody. Some people have jumped off the bandwagon, right? I wouldn't say that everybody does, but those are events that we need to be mindful of. And once you get a clear strategy, know what the look fors are as far as investing is concerned, then you can make informed decision. No longer is investing in stock market a gamble. No longer is investing in the stock market as risky, right? Because you're making informed decisions based upon the data, based upon what's really going on out here in these streets, right? Oh, another spider web. See, doggone it. I shouldn't have brought it up. Those darn spiders in the tip of the banana. Now they're coming up everywhere that I show up. See, what you focus on is what really starts to materialize, right? I shouldn't have
That's
said a
right.
darn thing about those spiders. Now I'm seeing them everywhere that I go. Same thing happens when you get a new car. You think
Yes.
nobody has this same aqua blue car with purple rims on it like me, right? Then you start rolling out. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. Okay. I don't think no one good will have an aqua blue car with purple rims. Okay, I'm just using it as an
You'd be
example,
surprised.
right? But however, you'll start to see that more and more often, right? You'll start to see that more and more often because that's what you're focusing on now.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, we have to figure this thing out here in these streets. Those 5 things that are keeping you from getting better results. This is in your finances, in your investing, in your life, in your health, in your relationships. It translates to all areas. So you got to figure out what works best for you and start doing it. Yeah, to borrow from Nike, just do it. I'm not mad
That's
at you. I'm
right.
not mad at Kaepernick. I'm not mad at Nike. I'm not mad at any of y'all. Go ahead and do you. That's all I have to say. Go ahead and do you.
Do?
Because we will still wear our Nikes up in here, right? That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. So I wanted to also share that the Investing Blueprint course starts on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So if you're ready to get a clear strategy for your investing, especially those of you who are new to the investing game and you're ready to get started, go to bit.ly/investing blueprint. Class starts tomorrow night at 8 p.m. You'll get 3 hands-on live classes. You'll also get the recordings from those classes. You have initial teaching sessions where I'll come in and actually teach you what are the things you should be looking for, what are the strategies you should be aware of, what analysis you should make. Then we'll have a Q&A after each session. You'll have homework. Yes, I said it. You'll have homework. There's stuff you have to do, okay? There are things that you must do because how else are you going to learn if you don't do? Think about it. For those of you who went to college or university, we went to all those classes at college and university. And when you went to your job, none of that theoretical crap, right? Okay, I'll take that back. Take the crap word back. Take that back. But none of that, right? None of that book stuff applied to the real world work of doing your job. going into school. I remember undergrad, going to school, education
Dr.
was
LaFrancois.
my major. Yeah, oh yes. Oh Lord, we're not even,
Economics, girl.
girl, we're
What?
not, we're not even gonna talk about psychology with Pascal. And every
Pascal, I think he felt sorry for me and passed me because he realized there was no hope for me and just get me out your class.
Oh wow. Well, you were lucky. But I do tell you this, if you took one of his classes or one of his courses and passed, then you can pass all of his courses because he taught the same
Yeah.
thing in all the classes. But anyway, right? Everyone went through that process. I went through the process to get an education degree. Do you know all of that just about went out the window when I walked into the classroom with those ninth graders in physical science in high school? And yes, I had the low level courses. And Lord have mercy. Everything that I learned in college went right out the window because nobody cares what you know until they know what that you care. And that was the number one job I had to do with those kids to get those kids to come around. They had to know that Miss Demmons cared about them before they cared two hills of a beans of the fact that Miss Demmons was the most brilliant biology teacher and anatomy and physiology facilitator that they would have ever known in their lifetime. And I've had some of them actually come back and say that to me.
So that's all
However,
right.
but you have to recognize, guys, good morning, that you have to do it. You have to do the work. So this is real, practical skills that you develop that are going to help you. So if you're ready, go to bit.ly/investing blueprint, y'all. Class starts tomorrow, Thursday night at 8 p.m. All right, Miss JoJo. Guys, I'm Lynn Demmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1, and you will too. Join me in class tomorrow night at 8, bit.ly/investing blueprint. All right, over to you.
Y'all better get on it and get my finger. I hurt my finger and get on this and get at least get the basics, get educated. Like I tell everybody, um, it's just like starting a new job. You don't know anything, and you have to take the time to learn it. And
Right,
and the more you learn, the more confident you become. Because when on your first day on your job, you're not that confident. You're a little nervous. You're a little scared, and so you've got to build up your confidence. The more you read, the more you educate yourself, the
right.
easier that process is going to become. So make sure you stick with us here on the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances so we can help you get it all the way together. All right, so the Fearless thought for today. So this reminded me of a post, and I had to go way back and find this when I was driving this morning. It's still
Oh,
dark
wait a minute.
outside.
You looking for posts while you driving, JoJo?
No,
Really?
I said it reminded let me finish the story, Kiva.
Okay. Okay. I'm just checking the
I was
facts.
driving. I was driving, and it's dark when I leave home, and it's still kind of dark when I get to Rosie's school. And so we're sitting here, and Rosie, I was like, I had another thought in mind, but then Rosie's like, "Mommy, look at the sky. It is so pretty. You know how the day is breaking, and you got the different colors coming in."
Right.
And it reminded me of a post that I done last year, so I had to go back and find it. So I'm going to read it to you. And then I may post it again today. It says, right here where the dark turns into day, that is where you are. And it's okay. You need to
Mm,
stand up straight, take a deep breath. You made it. Now go be great. Because a lot of us, they always say it's darkest right before day. That is
yeah.
extremely true. But as you see the day starting to break, some of us are right there and we can see that things are starting to get a little bit better, and you're
Right.
tired. You may be exhausted because you're trying to live past crazy in your life and your finances. You're trying to be great in all things when you may just need to focus on that one thing. So right here, that's where you are on this hump day Wednesday. You just trying to make it over. I
Make
want you
it
to take
over.
a breath. It's going to be okay. You've made it this far. Go and continue to be great. Today is the day for you to continue in your greatness. It's not the day to wallow in the darkness, look behind you and see the dark. It is to look forward and see the break of day. You got a little sunshine coming, and it is truly going to be okay. I think it was harder for me. It's hard sometimes for people to understand when they tell you, oh, Jesus will make a way. Lord be a fence. I used to hate when people gave me those generic sayings that would, and it still drives me up a tree. I don't want generic phrases. I want you to tell me something I can do. I want you to give me a step that I can actually take that's going to help me get out of this situation. Because right now, I can't see one. I can't find one. And that's what the Phyllis Morning Show is about. We're here to give you those tips that you need to say, okay, yeah, it's
Right.
dark over here and you going through, sister. But I promise if you do this next one thing, it's going to get better. And then do the next one thing after that, it is going to get better. Because if you don't have those things in step or in
Right.
order or in place, the chaos and crazy will continue. You're going to look up and it's 10 years down the road and you hate your job. You done graduated from college and you mad still because the college didn't do what you think it's supposed to do for you. At some point, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to do the work. You just got to do it. You got to
Right.
do the work. But in all of that, when you're frustrated and you're tired, know that you're right here where dark is turning into day. Take your deep breath. Keep it moving. I know it's Hump Day Wednesday. You almost made it through the week. We all have almost made it through the week. Kids are in school. You got crazy schedules and you got a job. You're trying to better your life. You're trying to wear all of
Right.
these titles and they breaking your neck and your shoulders and it's exhausting. It's okay. Take a deep breath today. You got it. You made it this far.
Right.
So you can continue on to be great. I promise. If I don't know anything else, I know it like the back of my hand. Yes, it's dark. It may be ugly right now. It will get better. You've got to have that belief that it will, because if you don't, it won't. If you don't
Right.
believe it's going to get better, it
Then it
never
won't.
will. It won't.
Yes.
You will stay exactly where you are. Your mind will stay. It's that your mindset is going to stay where it is. Because if and I don't know how else to put that in words, that if you want better, you can have better. Remember those 5 things I told you. Write down those 5 things on why you deserve to live past crazy. That's when it comes days like today on Hump Day Wednesday. You got those reminders, and it's somewhere on that list. It needs to be that you're doing this for yourself. It may be for your kids, your family, your legacy, but please add yourself in there, because if you're not doing it for
Yes.
yourself, you're not going to have the same drive and passion. It's not going to last, and you're going to get exhausted. You're going to be like, forget this. Ain't nobody
Right.
doing nothing for me, so I'm not going to do nothing for anybody. And then next thing you know, 10 more years have passed and you're in the same place. I don't care your age. I don't care your demographics. I don't care how much money you making.
Right.
You can make the change happen. So let me read it one more time, and I'm going to post the picture because I got the picture too. Right here, when dark turns into day, that's where you are. It's okay. Stand up straight. Take a deep breath. You made it. Now go be great. And sometimes I think that's all we're looking for somebody to tell us it's okay. We've made it this far, and we're going to be okay. You can continue to be great, and you will be great. So, guys, that is the Fearless Thought for the day. I appreciate everybody joining us on the Fearless Morning Show. I hope you share this video. I'm going to try to post our link. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, of course, you know we got the YouTube channel that it posts to. So, guys, make sure you go and share the YouTube channel so they can binge watch all the Facebook shows every day, and they can pick a title. So you can send them what they need. If you know anybody needs to live past crazy, send them on over here to the Fearless Morning Show so we can help a sister or a brother out, because that's what it's about. Lynn, anything else
Girl,
before we
I
go?
was about to tell y'all to help me out. I forgot I parked in a different parking lot today, and I was about to be like, my car is stolen. Somebody gonna have to come and get me out here in these streets, but that's okay. I parked in a different parking space, so it's okay. But y'all, don't forget the Fearless Journey. You forgot to mention it. Fearless Journey this
Oh, yes,
weekend. We're starting it
Sunday.
off.
Yes, y'all. So y'all know I'm getting over. This is my year getting over fear. So first up is the roller coaster. So Sunday I will be.
Okay. So let me share this with you because my husband was like, "Now what are y'all doing again?" So I had to go back and explain it to him again, and he's like, "Well, what do you mean she's afraid of a roller coaster?" This is what he said.
Oh,
And
all roller coaster.
he said, "Well, what are you gonna do?" Because my son is coming with us. He said, "Well, what are you gonna do with Malachi? He can't get on those big roller coasters." I said, "No, baby, you don't understand. She wants to get on a not so big roller coaster." And he said, "What?
One step
That's not getting
above it.
over any
Well, let
fear."
me tell y'all something.
He said, "That's not getting over a fear." So I just had to, I told him, "All right, then I will discuss that with you this morning. And everybody else can be our witness as to
Listen,
whether or
tell,
not
tell
you are going
Robbie
to step
Demon.
up your game." Did you have to do the
Tell Robbie to
whole?
stay up off of me, dog.
Well, I'm just saying that's what he said. And then the zip lining,
Listen,
the little ones can't go with us zip lining, but that's okay, right?
tell
ten
Robbie
year
the
old, if
fact
he's
that
under
I'm
10,
even
he
getting
can't
over
go.
or getting on her. Huh? What'd you say?
No, go ahead. Tell him what. I will make sure that I tell
Okay.
him. I shall call him as soon as this
Tell
broadcast
Robbie
ends.
I'm doing good to get on a roller coaster. Can a sister get a break? I'm not fixing to get on the big one that goes through the whole park. I'm not fixing to get on that one there. No to the
Wow.
ma'am.
Uh,
Thank you, Charlene. I'm not
wow.
riding.
Charlene, don't co-sign on
Today
this
I'm gonna pick up.
madness. Do not co-sign
Thank
on
you,
the
Charlene. I
madness.
appreciate you, boo.
Do
What I
not.
will do is get on Six Flags website today, and I'm gonna pick out a roller coaster. It will. Y'all know the Batman is the one that tore me up last time because it flipped and looped me, and that darn 5-year-old got me. Miss Joe, you know you want to ride it with me. And then I'm suckered in to riding a darn roller coaster with a 5-year-old, but I was more scared than him. So I'm going to pick out my roller coaster, but it's going to be Sunday. If it doesn't rain, Lord forbid, we're going to be out there, afro and all, getting our ride on. So y'all come out and join us. We're going to need somebody to videotape this here thing.
You
Because,
see, Kim. Kim is co-signing on the madness too. She said, "Don't
thank you,
minimize
Kim.
my fears. I will get
Thank you,
big mad."
Kimberly.
So this is what I'm going to say to that. Kim, you need to get on 85 too while you over there fronting and perpetrating
Come
and
on, Kim.
co-signing on the mess. Get on 85 too. Face your fears, ma'am.
Look.
And JoJo, you get on that large roller coaster and we're going to go do this thing. Then once
I'm
we
not
finish,
getting,
we shall
listen,
go zip lining and then skydiving. After that, y'all can join us in Vegas, okay? That's how it goes. This a process. Y'all listen to what I said earlier.
Lynn
This
putting
a
out,
process. You got to go
Lynn
through
out
the
here putting out
entire
statements.
process.
Listen,
Yes.
listen, Linda, listen.
Okay. You must go through
Okay,
the
listen,
process.
I'm not going to get on a baby roller coaster, but I'm not going to get on a gigantic one. And Kimberly Barnes, honey, don't have me to call Gravy and have her come on over by your house and
And
pick you
pick
up.
you
She said
up.
she's not wrecking her car. Kim, you not going to wreck. Girl, get on that highway. So you guys come join us Sunday.
Well, get on the
We
interstate.
is it how North Carolinians we call it high. Everything is a highway. It doesn't and a road.
Okay. What
It
else
doesn't
stuff?
matter if it's 85, 95. It's all a road and a highway. Get on that
Okay.
interstate, girl,
Got you. Got you.
and come on to Atlanta. Meet me halfway, and I'll ride on out with you. I'm tell Gravy to come by and pick you up because I think I'm trying to convince my sister to come. And because I think my sister has yearly pass. I think she has a pass. Let me call Jerry. I'm calling you. So let me find out. All right, guys. So make sure you join us Sunday for as we get on this roller coaster thing. I think we're gonna have a good time. So we'll see what we can do. And then next up is zip lining and indoor skydiving. So make sure you let us know if you want to join us on that. But guys, we gotta get off of here. Thank you so much for joining the Fearless Morning Show. I
Oh,
greatly
she's scared.
appreciate
Nah, you scared. You trying to end the broadcast. That's okay. You scared. Say you
you.
scared. That's all.
I've been scared. I've been scared of a roller coaster, but I'm gonna get on one. I'm not gonna. Kim talking about I will be a passenger.
And that's
Kim, no,
fine.
you're gonna have to get. At some point, you're gonna have to drive, girl. Get Jarvis to bring you on down here, sister, and get on this roller coaster. How about you get on the roller? I need some folk to ride the roller coaster with me. Who riding with me besides Lynn? Cause Lynn don't count. Cause Lynn gonna be laughing, and I need somebody to hold
And
my hand.
recording. And recorded.
Yeah, she
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
put the
busy.
GoPro cam. I'm trying to decide if I want it on my head or if I want to put it the strap around my chest, because we're gonna get all of this
That's what I'm
madness.
afraid of. If I'm afraid of anything, that's what I'm afraid of right there. Cause
All right.
y'all, me and cameras, we don't get along. So, all right, guys, that is it. I hope you have an amazing, amazing Wednesday. We'll see you here bright and early in the morning. Make sure you join us Sunday, and we'll come back and tell you what time we're going to be there. I think we're going to do an early morning, Lynn, but we'll see
And
how
that's
it
not
goes.
an excuse to miss Sunday morning service. There are churches that have Sunday morning service at 7 and 7:30 a.m. You go to service at 7:30, then you can get on over to Six Flags at 10 or 11. No excuses here on this side. That's all I'm
Well,
saying. That's
Mama,
all I'm saying.
my mama said she gonna send me some Depends.
Thank you. Please send them, because she will definitely need them. Please send them. That's a great idea.
When I tell you I'm gonna be hollering and screaming, I want my mama. How about my mama come?
I know,
Mama,
Charlene. Yes.
Charlene, let me tell you something. If you don't cross that state line on over here with me, and anybody that laugh, I'm coming after all of y'all. It's not funny. I'm trying to get over fears, and y'all making fun of me. We're gonna get on that roller coaster, and we're gonna have ourselves I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time.
And we're going to laugh, Charlene, so it's okay.
That's all right, y'all. Make sure y'all join us on Sunday. All right, guys, y'all have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you here bright and early in the morning. Have a good one.
All right, signing off.